but crazy ridiculous. I feel like I just gotta hold it for the rest of the show now.
Why is it so, it works so well?
I'm gonna like hit something though. I swear I'm gonna hit something. Oh, see? Look. Oh, Phantom Menace, how I adore. I guess it's the same, hey?
I still, to this day, ooh, it's smoking. Is that steaming? Smoking? Can you see that?
Should I open it?
Is that a bad thing? Wow. I guess this is his actual. Oh. It comes with a training cup. I love it. Kind of looks like a chocolate. Let's get it. Let's get it. How do I do this and not crush it? Again, there's kind of a backstory to this of why I love it so much.
It's so great. It's too great that I hated it. Oh. I think my skill set is being ridiculous. I think that's my strength. If I was in a job interview, what's your strength? Being absolutely but crazy ridiculous. I feel like I just gotta hold it for the rest of the show now.
Why is it so, it works so well?
I'm gonna like hit something though. I swear I'm gonna hit something. Oh, see? Look. Oh, Phantom Menace, how I adore. I guess it's the same, hey?
I still, to this day, ooh, it's smoking. Is that steaming? Smoking? Can you see that?
Should I open it?
Is that a bad thing? Wow. I guess this is his actual. Oh. It comes with a training cup. I love it. Kind of looks like a chocolate. Let's get it. Let's get it. How do I do this and not crush it? Again, there's kind of a backstory to this of why I love it so much.
It's so great. It's too great that I hated it. Oh. I think my skill set is being ridiculous. I think that's my strength. If I was in a job interview, what's your strength? Being absolutely but crazy ridiculous. I feel like I just gotta hold it for the rest of the show now.
Why is it so, it works so well?
I'm gonna like hit something though. I swear I'm gonna hit something. Oh, see? Look. Oh, Phantom Menace, how I adore. I guess it's the same, hey?
I still, to this day, ooh, it's smoking. Is that steaming? Smoking? Can you see that?
Should I open it?
Is that a bad thing? Wow. I guess this is his actual. Oh. It comes with a training cup. I love it. Kind of looks like a chocolate. Let's get it. Let's get it. How do I do this and not crush it? Again, there's kind of a backstory to this of why I love it so much.
It's so great. It's too great that I hated it. Oh. I think my skill set is being ridiculous. G'day there! Nailed that transition. How we doing? Welcome back to the race side, to the Star Wars Radio Hour. The hour where we talk Star Wars and everything in between this amazing galaxy. Today, from the title, from the thumbnail, you can tell what we're going to be chatting about. It is, of course, one of the greatest events for any Star Wars fan to ever attend or be witness to. We're going to be talking about that today. But I say we, because I've got my celebration and convention junkie with me today.
Yes.
He is a fiend of these events, making content that covers these so meticulously well. And we're going to get into all the details of particularly Celebration today. And the we're just saying before the show, it's not that far away. It's upcoming. It's like for April next year, which is like, I can't do the maths that quickly. What is that?
250. It's 255 days away. That's it.
255 days away. That's not that long away. That's like 2/3 of a year. That's great. Super, super soon. Of course, you know and love him. It's Tony from Star Wars Sith. Tony, how are you today, my friend?
What's up? How you doing? Thank you for having me back on again. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. This is gonna be a great chat. We always have a blast chatting everything. We've actually had a lot of conversations about conventions and attending conventions, how to really maximize your experience of these conventions. But I'm very excited to talk about Celebration because you have been churning out the content specifically of Japan Celebration 2025, all the tips and tricks. Got the tickets, but that was a few months ago. That was quite a fun experience getting all the tickets. You were live and you were making sure everyone knew what to do.
Yes.
It was really, really fun. But we're about to get into all that, and I'm going to hit you with a truckload of questions about it. But before we do, let's check out who's in the chat. Because I feel like we have a perfect mix. It's like a little mixer in the live chat right now of your legends that you have in your live shows and the regulars here too. And we have a lot of crossover. We do have a lot of crossover.
There is a lot of crossover.
I love it. We're like this is a really funny metaphor, but it's like we're like co-parenting, where it's like I have them during the week and you can have them for the weekends.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Share them around. Anyway, who are they? Who's in the chat? We have Master Yava, Brady, Prophecy of the Force is back for more. Alex is here. Trent is here, cheersing us. I love it. I would love a beer right now. It's like 10 a.m., but I'd cop a beer, honestly. Chicken Texas in the chat. Swiffer Wetjet. He's a usual of yours, right?
Yeah, that's my brother, Nick. You're gonna meet him in Japan.
Oh, like literally, like brother, or like my brother?
That's my actual younger brother.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh,
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you. Hello, mini Tony. I love it. It's so good. Oh, unreal. Master DB is here. Galactic Empire Sumo in the chat. And of course, if we're co-parents, our favorite child, Will.
No, Will's
or is he the fun uncle?
He's the cool uncle. Will's the cool uncle with the fancy haircut, the nice mustache. He sneaks them candy when they're not supposed to eat candy. That's Will right there, 100%.
Yeah. That's 100% the situation. I love it. Rob in the chat. I love it. Well, we're gonna get into and Victoria. Sorry, I skipped over you.
Yes.
Welcome in. We're gonna have a great time today, talking about Celebration and I want to be, nice and inclusive because I know that, there is few of us. I know you and I have gotten our tickets. We're sorting out our hotels and flights, and we are heading over to Japan for this event. But a lot of people aren't doing that. Time, family, distance, flight. There's a lot of factors into heading over to Japan. So, a lot of people will be experiencing this celebration from home, but that is still quite an enjoyable experience. So I think we're gonna do a bit of both when we get into some of the questions, a bit of how to experience celebration while you're at Japan and if you're going, but also how to maximize your experience from home, which is gonna be exciting. So even if you're not going, you're gonna enjoy the conversation, I bet. I bet. I love it. All right. Well, let's get into it, Tony, because I want you to answer some things for me. I mean, if this is a discussion for the live chat, it's also kind of a discussion for me to help me out with some planning. But it's gonna be good. I think to start off the conversation, I want us to kind of just chat a little bit about the decision to make it in Japan and to have Star Wars Celebration in a country such as Japan, and what that means. Why is that important? Why would they go there? What's the choice there? And talk to us a little bit about that decision. Do you think, is that, how that's affecting bringing, more globally the interest to Star Wars and how that's affected it? What do you think?
So I know it's been there before in the past. 2008, it was in Japan. I think it was 2008. It was in Japan. So it's been there before at the same location. But honestly, what I heard from somebody that knows somebody is that it was supposed to be in Orlando, but last minute they switched it to Japan because of some drama with some stuff in Florida and with the state. So I think Japan was a last minute pivot, but either way, it's been done there before in the past. And it makes sense for all the fans like on that side of the world that it's a lot easier. Like it's pretty much in your time zone. So it's more convenient for you.
I'm there.
And also, I just have a feeling it might have to do with some of the content they might reveal and announce there. Because, like, you're in Japan, you're in Tokyo, Visions, all those studios that did Visions are out there. It wouldn't shock me if there was a big, like, Visions 3 reveal or a Visions movie and you had the studios there because it's in Japan. So that could be part of it, but it's cool for sure. I know for me at first, I was like, damn, Japan, 18-hour flight, that's not cheap. I was a little grumpy because I wanted it to be in the States, like, selfishly, but it grew on me more and more because I've always wanted to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and that's a really good point you actually bring up about Visions there. Visions is one of those things that I frequently kind of just forget about. And like, it's like, oh yeah, that does exist. But I mean, you know, one thing I comment on speaking about Visions is, you know, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm not super, you know, into the content that it had, but the one thing that I'm really impressed by, and I think is a really interesting direction for Star Wars, is to really and its style and its genre, expand it into different animation styles and into those different studios. Like, that's a really creatively, like, forward idea. And so I totally agree with you. I think I hope to see some sort of at least any sort of appreciation, maybe some reps from each of those studios to be there, have a Visions panel, you know, get some credit, you know, get some time talking about what they created. I think that would be really cool because, a lot of them, were they all from Japan? They weren't all from Japan, were they? There was a few from...
Yeah, I think the second season was, like, all over because I remember there was someone, like, from Scotland and stuff like that. But I want to say maybe the first season was most of them were Japan based because it's, like, you know, the anime and stuff. But it's a mixture from all over. But, like, the home of that style is Japan. Yeah,
that real anime and different, you know, visual styles. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's a good point. But I think it's good that you know, Star Wars is jumping around the space, especially with Celebration, obviously, and it was in London previously. Was that April?
Yeah, last April. Yeah,
last April as well. Yeah, and you were there for that. You covered that.
Oh,
you were there on the ground.
Oh yes, it was so much fun, and, like, I was very curious to see what a European celebration would feel like because I've been to 3 in the States before that. So that was my 4th one. And when I went, literally, it felt like every celebration I've ever been to. It's the same feeling no matter where you are in the world. It's just nothing but happy Star Wars fans that speak English or they don't speak English, but everybody's happy. It's awesome.
Because that was going to be my next question, because obviously going into Star Wars Celebration Japan, it's a totally different culture and even language.
Yep.
You know, it might be a little bit different to how London was because, you know, obviously another English-speaking country. But did you notice anything with London specifically, culturally, that was different? Like, did they try and integrate some of the kind of British culture into the stores? Was there particularly, like, European-based things that were there at the you know, exhibition or, you know, part of it?
Yeah, I mean, like, some of the designs in the Celebration Show store were, like, dope, like British flags, like, incorporated in the designs and stuff like that. So there was a lot of cool stuff like that. And then like the food and stuff, like, because, you know, over there they call French fries chips, so like fish and chips and, like, all that stuff. So all that stuff was there, but it didn't really feel like out of place, especially because it's there in London. Japan, though, like, you're right, it's going to be interesting to see how it is because it's going to be more like Japanese food, sushi in there. And I know at the Makuhari Misi Convention Center, they have signs in there in English and Japanese, which is good because they do a lot of shows there, conventions there. So at least we'll be able to understand, like, this is the bathroom, this is where you go to eat, this is that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you don't rock up to rock up to the toilets expecting a sushi train. So we can figure it out. Yeah, I love that. That's and I think it's gonna add to the experience of I think Star Wars is such a great vessel to, connect with other people, but it's also to connect, in this case, with other cultures, completely other cultures. And other countries. and places and people that you might not usually interact with. So it's going to be an interesting part of that. And I'm very fascinated to see, like even with like, this is such a random detail, but even with like the hosts of the panels and, who's, particularly there, like, are they going to bring over, Americans to do that? Are they going to, have a lot of Japanese, like entertainers and hosts and Japanese, people kind of handling the show? Like do you, I don't know, you know things, and some things we don't know.
I think it's going to be the same host, because like every celebration, it's always the same people on stage hosting them. Like all the ones in the States, I'd see the same people. In London on stage, it was the same dudes that I saw him at Chicago, I saw him at Orlando, I saw her at Anaheim. So it's probably going to be the same team that they always bring. The only thing I think they'll tweak is maybe like on screen, because there's the big monitors everywhere. I could see them having like Japanese subtitles. That way, for the locals that don't speak English, they can read along. But I think it's going to be mainly English driven, because a lot of these actors and stars, like I'm pretty sure Dave Filoni doesn't speak Japanese, so he's going to be speaking English on stage. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think, but again, that's why it's just like so interesting. It's like this just whole merging of cultures just for the sake of Star Wars, just because we all want to come and hear the same thing. It's cool. It's really cool.
What I'm excited to see is their line management, because I feel the Japanese are so efficient with everything. Like London, the lines were terrible. The way they flowed traffic was terrible. It was so bad. But like in Japan, like they're not going to let that fly. Like you're going to line up here, you're going to exit here. It's going to be efficient. That's what I'm looking forward to the most, is lining up in Japan.
Yeah. I think, and I totally agree. Like the Japanese culture is like very clean, efficient. Like they do things well. They on time. So hopefully that'll seep into the actual event, and that's going to help it along. I love that. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of positives to it being in Japan. Merging that culture, seeing, connecting with other people that you might not connect with. It's very, very exciting. So we'll jump into a kind of a two-parter question, like I mentioned before, that there's advice for people going to Japan, and then maybe also just talking about how people can experience celebration from at home. But we'll tackle the first one first of, if chat or you're watching this on the replay, thank you for watching it on the replay if you do, if they are going to Japan, just an overview of, what things they need to consider specifically about celebration. I mean, whether or not they're doing a full, holiday around it, but, what are your tips specifically going to the convention? What to remember and what to really think about before you get there?
Well, the first thing is renew your passport right now, because you don't want to run the risk of doing that last minute and getting delayed. So get your passport. You need your badges for the show, which we're pretty much past that. But then, like, besides the obvious, like hotel and flights, when you go to the actual con, and I made a video on this, like what I have in my backpack, like what you should have in your con backpack is like it's a lot of simple things, like empty water bottle. Bring a water bottle, because it's crazy how much drinks cost at these shows, and there's water fountains everywhere to fill up. So like something as simple as that you might not think of. Bring a water bottle, bring a power bank, because you need to charge up your devices, because you'll be in lines for a while. And then like bringing like snacks and stuff too, because I can't tell you in London how crazy it was that we didn't have time to eat. Like we were running from panel to this autograph to this photo op to this next panel to this whatever, and like you don't have time to eat. So like little things like that, bringing a snack, and like just stuff like that, making sure your backpack is stacked with things in case things pop up, because you're gonna be there like all day. It opens up at 9. I think it's like 9 to 6 the first 2 days, and then 9 to 5 the last day, or 9 to 4. So you're gonna be there for a while. So definitely having all those goodies in your backpack.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, having your pack ready is such a key thing. And I remember that from Anaheim, like the food thing, because there's some pretty epic food there. Like I feel like at any event like that. But you gotta like carve out like 45 minutes to wait in line for your lunch. just like, oh jeez, it's so hard.
That happened the first day at Anaheim Celebration, and I know you were there too. But the first day, we went right to the panel. Then after the legit no time to eat. So the first day of Anaheim, I didn't get to eat anything till 4:00 in the afternoon, and that's because we were lined up waiting to go to the world premiere of Kenobi, the red carpet. We were waiting, and the only thing I got to eat was some popcorn and a Kit Kat. That's it. And then we went into watch the 2 episodes, and then we got out, and then we got to eat. So you're gonna be hangry if you don't plan ahead.
That's it. Yeah, 100%. I still have a joke with my family that the first like 5 days of like being in the States and being at Celebration, again, I was very iconically super jet lagged, not very well. I couldn't figure out like how or where to eat ever. So I brought with me from Australia about 25 protein bars. And then the first day when I got into America, I bought a pack of apple juice, like poppers, like I don't know what you call them, like juice boxes.
Yeah.
A pack of juice and a pack of Coke, just normal Coke, and that's all I had. And so Celebration, I was running on Coke and protein bars, and it was really funny because I was just like, find time to eat. Where the hell is everything? I don't know. It was
it's just like that. Yeah, it's crazy, and that's gonna happen in Japan too. So like, luckily, I'm planning ahead, and like when we get to the hotel that's by the convention center, I already looked on the map. There's a little like 7-Eleven or Lawson's right next to it, which is like a little grocery store. I'm gonna go there, buy a bunch of bottled waters, bunch of snacks, just so I could have stuff with me at all times, because I'm not gonna be hangry in Japan. No.
Yes, you can't be hangry. Can't be hangry in Japan. I love it. Yeah, I mean, those are some good things to think about. With if you're there on the ground at Celebration. Another thing, I don't have a ticker on the screen for it, but I just thought of it just now, is purchasing things at Celebration. How do you get those things home if you're buying a bunch of hats and posters and figures? Do you have a method? Do you think you should post it? Some places do like shipping for you. Do you take it home? Extra suitcase? What's the deal? What's the best way to go about taking stuff home?
So it depends how financially irresponsible and reckless you are. So I am very reckless. So I already have this planned out, and it's going to work beautifully. So I'm flying ANA Airlines. I haven't bought it yet, but you get 2 free luggage there plus 2 carry-ons. So when I go, I'm bringing 1 suitcase with an empty suitcase and an empty duffel bag in it. And then the second suitcase is going to be with my clothes. And then I'll have my backpack carry-on. And then once I get there, I'll have 3 suitcases and a duffel bag to fit everything. That way on the way home, 2 free luggage. Maybe I'll check the 3rd suitcase, and then the duffel is a carry-on and my backpack is a carry-on. So that's how I'm bringing everything home. I thought of shipping it, but I don't want to buy a bunch of cool, unique, rare things and it get lost in the mail and I'll never get it.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah.
I'm bringing a total of 3 suitcases and an empty duffel bag and my backpack, and I'm gonna lug everything back in that. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So extra luggage is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a fight, like the night before my flight back to Australia from Anaheim, and like wrestling with the suitcase.
Yes.
To fit everything in. You just like your whole body weight's like on it. You're trying to like shove it in. And
Yep.
Okay, so maybe my whole ass extra suitcase might be the way to go. That sounds good.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. That sounds good. Do you know, kind of have you got your eyes on anything, or of any stores that are going to be there that you're already like, oh, I'm gonna cop that early, or are you kind of anticipating what you're already going to buy there? Some figures.
So at Celebration, oh man, I know I'm gonna buy all the pins. I'm gonna complete the pin set. I did it for London, so that for sure. I'm sure I'll probably get some magnets, some shirts that say Japan and all that stuff. But that I'll figure out once I'm there. But as far as in Japan, I am so screwed because I love Nintendo, I love Pokemon, and that stuff is everywhere there. So there's 4 Pokemon centers we're going to, 3 Nintendo stores, and about 50 to 60 retro video game stores we're hitting up that have like old Nintendo Game Boy, Super Nintendos, Nintendo 64s.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot of retro video game hunting because the prices out there are insane. Like you could buy a Nintendo 64 there for like $40. Here in the States, it'd be like 100, 150, 200. It's crazy. So
yeah,
I'm going down memory lane and getting like every console I had as a kid, every video game I had as a kid, but the Japanese version.
I love that because it is a little bit different. It's actually just talking of the games, like one of my favorite like Nintendo 64 specifically is like the Nintendo 64 Pod Racer game.
Yeah.
Oh, this game, iconic. Yeah. So good. It's so fire, man.
And I'm gonna buy that over there. It's like $5 or $10 for that game in Japan.
Damn, yeah, that's so good. Okay, so that's you're gonna buy up. I can see why you need a whole extra suitcase now.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. True. Well, he already has a gaming channel.
Yeah. So a lot of those retro video games. I have a gaming channel called Hyrule Sith.
I know it.
And a lot of those hunting videos are gonna be on that channel. So yeah.
There you go. Hyrule Sith. I'll take it down below after the show.
Yeah,
I love that. So good. Yeah. That's where it'll see it.
One other piece of advice though for people going to Celebration, what not to buy. Don't buy anything that you could get at home. Like if you could get it from Amazon or your Target or Walmart or from Hasbro or Funko, don't buy it there just to buy it, because why are you going to lug it home when you could literally order it off Amazon with free shipping and it's the same thing? So I try to only get stuff that's exclusive to the con or like has that logo on it or something like that, because everything else I'll just get at home.
Yeah, that's such a good point that I think I sometimes forget. It's just like, oh, you can get that thing at home or like the game store. But anything with the logo on it is actually a very good like rule of thumb. Like even if it's like some exclusive pop figures or things, like that you're getting it there firsthand, maybe that's good to get. But a lot of the merch stuff, get that Celebration merch. I love it. That's Just Joe is coming in with a question here. I went to my first Celebration last year and will be my last. I was really disappointed in the lottery system. Oh my god. Do you think there should be any changes to Celebration for next year? Well, so sorry to hear that you had such a terrible time with that lottery system. It is a bit of a B. It's a bit of a tricky system. I know there's always complaints with it. There's always difficulties with it. I don't know if they, how well they figured it out, and what is the best way to go about it. But yeah, I mean, Tony, do you want to answer this question first up? Of you've been to the most out of the both of us, so.
Yeah.
How should they be doing it?
So it's tricky. I honestly don't mind it that much, because like the only other method would be you line up, because Orlando Celebration, people were there overnight 12, 14 hours to get into panels, which is crazy. And like sometimes that could be fun, but like if you really want to go to a panel and you want to sacrifice 12 hours overnight and there's a chance you might not even get in, that kind of sucks. The raffle, like, when you get lucky, you love it. When you don't, you hate it. That's just how it works. If you could afford VIP, you really don't got to worry about it, because like they reserve everything for you. But like honestly, with the lottery, it's just one panel a day, right? So that's one panel out of like 15 to 20 that there are in the day. And there's more things to do at Celebration than just like that one panel for the lottery. And like for the exclusives, a lot of times they have leftovers. So if you don't win, you could just line up and try to get lucky. So there is ways around the lottery. But again, like you can go and not enter any lottery and have the time of your life just seeing what you see on the floor, bunch of panels you could walk into. So it just depends on what you want to do and see.
100%. I think like, yeah, in that instance, you don't get into many panels or any at all. That what do they call the main stage, the live stage?
Yeah, the main stage. Yeah,
that's still such an unreal experience. You could spend your whole day there. So that's the stage that if you've watched the celebration. Watch celebration on the live stream on YouTube when it happens every year. That live stage where everyone comes out, walks down that little kind of aisle, and then chat to one of the hosts. That live stage is like just a part of the show floor, and you just walk right up to it, and you can stand there the whole day and just get every single person that's there. You get and you get the hate, and you get everyone big, and everyone in between. On that stage, so that's still a very great experience, very, very fun experience. But yeah, it's that lottery system. It'll get you.
Yep.
Oh, JT coming in saying I was lucky to lotto win 3 panels in London last year, but only had time to go to 2 because of photo ops. Oh yeah, of course.
There's that too. Yeah.
Yeah, got to prioritize.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed the live stage at least, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's good. That was a good time. Yeah, it is cool. It is very, very cool.
Yeah.
But who did I see on the live stage? I can't remember who I saw. Did it in Orlando 2017. Camping. Yeah, because camping out.
Yeah.
The lottery system is to deter the camping out thing.
No, it is. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So, but yeah, power to you if you've already done it. Goodness me. We're kind of, this is a really great point to segue into, because I want to talk a little bit about watching celebration from home. Of course, there's the live streams that happen on YouTube that they do, and they're very thorough, to be fair. Like, they're really good. They do like the whole day. They don't do many of the big panels, but they do some of the panels live. Some of the kind of like London. I think we saw a look back in Star Wars sequel villains.
Yeah, and the Return of the Jedi panel too.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah. There's a couple of really good ones that we did see, but none of the really big ones. But I mean, you can also kind of plug your stuff here, Tony. But like, it was experiencing it at home. How would you kind of advise to really maximize that? Staying on Twitter, staying up to date, watching the live. How else would you, just stay engaged with what's happening?
Yeah, so definitely make sure you're following all of like Star Wars social media, because they'll post things on Instagram, Twitter, and then their YouTube. Like you said, like that live stage is live from like the moment it opens till it closes. So you literally could spend the whole day on the couch with it up on the TV as if you were there. And then, like, for me, I know while I'm out there, I'll be dropping a video every day. Like, I'm crazy. I'll have a video out every day while in Japan. I'm also going to try to go live if the reception in the convention center works. So on Instagram, I'm going to try to do some live videos to kind of show people, like, this is what's happening right now. So definitely, if you want some of that, you can subscribe to me. I will be covering it like crazy. But yeah, the best way, if you're not going, is just the official Star Wars YouTube. Like, they're going to be dropping everything.
Yeah, you just plug into that. You're set up for the day, and you're good. 100%. Yeah, I'm hoping to do some live streaming there too, because I've done a few. On the show floor, kind of walking around at conventions here in Australia, and they're always super fun. I just kind of run into random people and do random things. It's really fun. So I'm like, oh my gosh, at Celebration, it's gonna be like on crack for Star Wars fans. It's gonna be unreal.
Yes.
So I'm still trying to figure out the setup, and like hoping, the Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi can get there, or 5G, whatever I can get there, is like strong enough to like stream. And
you know what I might look into is like one of those little like portable like Wi-Fi boosters, or like a portable Wi-Fi, to see if that works and that helps, because it would be gold if it did. And then I'll just stay live the whole time and just mount like the phone to my backpack and just be live.
Like a POV around.
Like the whole time. Yeah.
You should get one of those, I don't know what is it called, 360 or something? The ones that are like on the stick. You should put it in your backpack, so you're like a GTA character, just like walking around.
The Insta 360s, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Johnny will just be a walking hotspot. That's it.
$1.99 a day, JT. I got you.
That's so good. That's so good. I love it. Let's talk a little bit about now the Japan guests at Celebration, which very helpfully they've just announced a few more. You just hit me up at 30 minutes before the show. And it's like, hey, there's even more now. Yay!
Yes.
So let's chat a little bit about them. I was going to get the photos in here, but I just was like, you know what? Let's just show the actual Celebration Twitter page. Yeah. And we'll just go on that.
Yep.
So let me bring that up real quick because we've got some good names in here. Good names, and I'm quite excited who we've got so far. Of course, the big ones are kind of coming, I guess, but we've got some good ones now. Do you want to start talk a little bit about who we're going to get so far? Who was the announcements this morning?
So there was 3 today. It was about 2 hours and 30 minutes ago. So we got Daniel Logan, young Boba Fett, which I've met him at Anaheim twice. He is awesome. He is so down to earth. This guy he's the man. I love Daniel Logan. It's Boba Fett. So we got him.
Amazing. And the other one we got also is, interestingly, and I think very excitingly, Manny Jacinto.
Yes. When I saw that, I was like, hell yeah. Because I want to meet him because for me, he was my favorite part of the Acolyte show. He crushed it. 100%. I love Quamir. I have the helmet custom made. I have the gauntlet custom made. I'm working on getting the lightsaber. He crushed it, and I'm definitely doing an autograph and a photo with him in Japan. I cannot wait.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think I totally agree. I think he's my favorite to come out of the Acolyte. I just want a Quamir show, honestly, next, because I think he was just so well done. He was such a great villain. I think he's going to be super popular. I think, whatever panel he does or when he comes out on the live stage, I think everyone's going to go nuts for him. I really think they're going to go.
He is.
They're going to go crazy.
He's going to get a lot of love, a lot of love.
Absolutely. Hey, Dana, welcome on in to the chat. I hope you enjoyed the show, the chat. Make sure you drop a like if you're digging the show. The other guest announced today, which, will we be seeing this guy again next year in a show and/or season 2? Maybe.
100%. Yeah, he's going to be in there.
Yeah. Alan Tudyk. Is that his name?
Yeah, Alan Tudyk. Yep. Yeah.
Tudyk.
Yep.
K2SO. Great guy. He's a part of the Star Wars family.
Yep.
And yeah, again, another fan favorite character. I think he was a very popular character from Rogue One.
Yeah.
Did he come back for Andor season 2 for something else?
No, in Andor season 1, he might have. I don't know. I don't think he was involved at all. If he was, maybe a voice or something of I don't know. But I think we're for sure gonna. Yeah, I think we're gonna see him in season 2, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I think, and there's been a few comments at the moment from Tony Gilroy saying how much it'll connect to season 2 will connect to Rogue One. So I'm keen for that.
Didn't they just drop a picture on Star Wars' Instagram of Tony Gilroy and all of them, and they were all there filming a shot or something? And I thought Alan
actually
was there too. Yeah.
They did. It was just a random this was a photo from Rogue One. I don't think it was from Andor though. It was just
okay. Gotcha. Okay. It was
just remember this, but maybe that's a bit more nodding to something over there.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey Johnny in the chat. So cool. It's nice to be able to actually talk about being the villain at this celebration.
Yeah.
That's so true. We didn't know. Yep. This is talking about Manny being the villain. Yeah, that's so true. His real identity is revealed, so definitely can't wait to hear him, because I love just still talking about Manny. I loved his BTS videos about training and all the work to do all that stuff.
Good.
So can't wait to hear about that. That'd be cool. That'd be very, very cool. Yes, Manny Jacinto. But other guests that have been previously announced as well. Of course, this guy. He's everywhere. You can't miss him. You can't run away from him. He's at every celebration. He's at every time, everywhere. It's Anthony Daniels, and surprisingly, he's coming to Australia in like 2 months' time, which is unreal.
I saw that. Yeah.
I am very excited. I'm going to try and see if I can, kind of use my Tamora Morrison charm and get an interview with him. But we shall see. We shall see. But he's at Celebration. He'll be there, of course. Again, I think it's just so wonderful that he is just so deeply in the roots of Star Wars that he's here every time. Like he isn't tired of it. He's so excited to be here every time. And I think that's so cool. So of course he's gonna be
and he's been there since the beginning. Up until the last movie. This man is in every movie. He's popping up in Ahsoka. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. Can't miss him. Anthony Daniels, another fan favorite. Most exciting because I think this might be the first time that I get to meet Ashley Eckstein. I mean, I'm probably going to get a photo op with her. Nice. She hasn't been to Australia. I haven't seen her in the States, so I think this is probably going to be where I get my photo with her. Yeah.
So I missed it in London, and I was so mad because I already bought too much stuff before going. So there was a photo op that I was going to buy when I got there as an impulse buy. And it was the dual photo op with Rosario and Ashley, Ahsoka and Ahsoka, but it's sold out. So if they offer that in Japan, I'm buying it right away, and I'm gonna be there with both Ahsokas like this. Like, let's go.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that's really cool is that obviously Celebration last year, it was big hype for Ahsoka because that's where we got that incredible trailer on day one. That was insane.
Yes.
It's unreal.
So good.
But in this next celebration will be the first one since it has been out and we've seen the whole show. So I'm actually also very excited for the Ahsoka. Like I'm hoping there will be an Ahsoka panel come back in season 1. 100%.
There'll be an Ahsoka panel probably to promote season 2. I guarantee you one of the panels will be that, and they'll probably have footage for us. I have a feeling we're going to get footage of season 2 there.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember
Anaheim, they gave us footage.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, they just had Ahsoka talking. Like Rosario was just like, we're filming, it's coming. I feel like they'll do the same thing.
So she did that on that first panel, but then on Saturday she flew in and they showed us footage, and they've only been filming for 7 days and they showed us footage. So I think there's a really good chance we're going to get something Ahsoka 2 wise to see at Japan Celebration.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'll be
oh, nice,
hanging out for that. But yeah, Ashley, she's a sweetheart. Big fan favorite. She's such a wonderful part of the fandom too. She's so engaged with everything. Haunted comes up with an interesting point here. Yeah, the Balin recast announcement. Rest in peace, a beautiful Ray.
Yeah,
he's fantastic. What a guy. What a performance. But I did see that they are looking to recast Balin. So yeah, that would be interesting actually if that's where they announce that. Going maybe even a tribute to Ray, bit of a tribute to him. Speak about him a little bit, and then also mention a recast for his character. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Celebration is a great place to do it, where you can pay tribute to Ray Liotta. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I think it could work that way. Absolutely. Doug Chang. God, love this guy.
When I saw this, I screamed. So at Anaheim, I remember on one of the days we got there early and we're outside, and he just walked right by me. And I'm like, oh my God, that's Doug Chang. But I was too shy and nervous. So I am super hyped. This is the first time he's doing autographs, and I'm guessing photo ops. I already have a plaque made for him to sign. Do you want to see it?
Wow, absolutely. Hang on. Let me get you on the screen. What is it?
Yeah. So here we go. This is his favorite piece of concept art from the Phantom Menace. So he did this.
Oh, yes. That looks so good. Signed. Yeah.
And like I'm ordering a second one without the autograph square, and I'm gonna give it to him as a gift because I guarantee you when he sees this, he's gonna be like, "Wow, this is so cool!" Because I'm pretty sure no one has ever made this plaque, and like this is his favorite piece of concept art from Phantom Menace, and the last piece of concept art he did before it went into like production development for the movie. So super excited.
That's so neat. How did you make that? Like, is there like an online place that happens?
So his name it's on Instagram. It's my guy Ariel. I got a plaque guy, of course, but on Instagram, his name is AMC Custom Plaques, and you just DM him, and he literally can make you a plaque for anything. Anything.
That's so cool.
Whatever picture you want, whatever movie, whatever name, he makes plaques for anything. So I had him make a bunch of crazy ones for me that I'm bringing to Chicago Fan Expo next week, like 6 crazy plaques that I had made. So he does really, really good work.
Wow, unreal. Yeah, I think that's gonna be super special. I mean, the one you had for Doug, like I think that's so cool.
Yes,
that's so smart, man. That's so awesome. That's so cool. Oh, amazing. But yeah, what a legend. And I think it's really great because we haven't even mentioned this yet, but it will be the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, of course. And of course, he's a big part of the whole prequel trilogy.
Yep.
So that would be unreal. Can't wait. Next up, we've got my boy. We've got my man. We got Tim Morrison rocking up to Celebration. The man, the myth, the legend. I love that he's going to be there. He was one of the first people to be announced, wasn't he? He was one of the first.
It was this group right here. This was 3 months ago, and I was shocked they gave us names that early. But this announcement, it was all 4 of them, and like Tim. I love Tim. I know you love Tim because you had you're best friends with him now. He knows you.
Friends. Yeah.
Are you gonna see him
meet
again?
Up in the hot tub one day, hopefully. yeah. I hopefully again one day. I don't know. Maybe if I see him at Celebration, I'm hoping he remembers.
He will so quick.
He's swooning over him every day. He's probably used to it. I don't know.
Oh man.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I actually am, as a fan, obviously very excited about this, but also just like a little bit on the side. Like, I was a little nervous with all the kind of Boba stuff that he's been saying, being like, "Oh, I want a season 2," and he's kind of disgruntled about how they're not doing more. So I'm actually very pleased that they're sending him here and he's going to be there. Because that still means he's still on great terms.
Good terms with them, yeah.
So that was reassuring for me, at least. I was like,
they have to keep him on good terms. This man is literally a million different characters that they could use in the future for live action. Like, they have to keep him around, man.
Yeah. I think he's he's just so great. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that he's going to be there. It means you're right. We could have any sort of live show in the future with him.
Commander Cody.
Absolutely. Season 2. Season 1. Give him a season. Give Commander Cody a show. Unreal. But I think that's all the guests. Confirmed guests, at least.
Yeah, right? So it's that's the official ones. My boy at Fan Expo Philly a couple months ago, he got a bunch of autographs from Rosario, and she told him she's going to Japan. So like, it's safe to say Rosario's going to be there, and it makes sense. You figure Ahsoka season 2 should probably be in the Mando movie. They're going to be promoting all that stuff. Like, Rosario has to be there, so that's kind of a given. So
yeah, definitely. I think what we were saying before is like, this is going to be the first celebration since the Ahsoka show. So I think they're probably going to have a big panel. Natasha, Iman, Diana Lee, Lars. I so badly want to meet that man. I love him so much.
Yes, if they announce him, photo and auto right away. Like, oh my, because that's rich.
Done deal.
Where's it at? I have this Rebels poster, and I need Lars. I have almost everybody. I need Lars, and I need Freddie Prinze because he always cancels on the shows. But I got like almost everybody else, so I'll be bringing this if Lars is there.
Yes, do it.
100%.
Lars, legend, so great, so wonderful.
Yeah,
he's such a meme. I watched the panel that Carly King moderated for what event was that? I forget.
I forgot what it was, but yeah, I saw she was doing it. Was it the South Dakota show?
South Dakota? No, South Dakota. Who the hell's the South Dakota?
I know.
South Dakota. Anyway, but he was there. He was on the panel. He's such a meme. He's so fun, and I remember his interview and like live stage chat from Celebration London was so funny. He's just everyone's like all the questions were like, oh yeah, you're doing with everything, like what have you been up to? And he's just like, oh, I just sit in my house in the countryside. It's just like, dude, you're the sickest guy ever. This is so funny. He's so chill. He's so awesome. I want to be him when I grow up. He's so great.
Yeah, he's a legend. I'm glad he's doing these shows now because that's a couple he's done now since. So hopefully this becomes like a routine and we get more chances to meet him.
Yeah. 100%. I hope he feels that love we all have for him. Haunted coming in with a $5 $5. This has been absolutely excellent. Celebration is all about love, the love of Star Wars, and I've felt it deeply here. Thank you both. Thank you, Haunted.
Yes, thank you
for being here. You're a legend. Thank you so much for the $5 $5. Much appreciated. Joe, that's a great question.
100%. So there's either going to be a separate Mando movie panel and a separate Ahsoka panel, or they might do, what was it? Like the Mandoverse panel that they did one year where they did like Mando season 3 stuff and Ahsoka stuff. So it's either going to be they're together or separate. It really depends, but 100% we'll probably get like a trailer or like a teaser or maybe like the title reveal, because I don't think it's going to be the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I'm not in love with that name. I need like a crazy like title, something crazy.
Or something. Do you think the word Mandalorian should be in it?
Yeah. I mean, it could be the Mandalorian, the Battle of Dathomir, or something. Give me something crazy.
Yeah.
Some juice in there.
Yeah, I get you.
Some juice.
Yeah. Some juice. Give me a juicy title.
Yeah.
Mandalorian and the Expedition of Epic Proportions. Yeah, let's go with it. Oh, I love it. But yeah, I think there could be something, let's think of the timeline. What are they somewhat confirmed that Mando will be coming out? May
2026. Yeah.
Yes, I should know that. I had a guest on last week, Mando Talk, to talk about it, so I should know that. But okay, so the timeline wise, I mean, they've just started doing some prelim filming, probably with Pedro to get some shots down. And then I'm assuming, probably continue filming into the, end of this year. They should have some bit of stuff for us by the time we get to April. Like, shit, come on.
Oh, we got, for sure.
What did you say? 255 days? So
yeah, and for that one Ahsoka snippet they gave us at Anaheim, they were only filming for 7 days. If they could give us like that whole sizzler reel in 7 days, they could do a lot with months, 6-7 months. They could probably do the whole movie.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point. They could show us a lot. They could definitely show us a lot from that if they keep cranking it out. Seth coming in, still talking about announcements and things to be announced there. Watch there be an end credit scene / announcement at the end of Mando movie saying Ahsoka season 2 coming summer 2027 or something, even though it's already announced. Yeah, it's a good question to talk about. When Ahsoka could be, next. Coming. I don't think it'll be that far away though. I feel like that's too far for Ahsoka season 2. If to say maybe if they start filming even by the end of this year, or maybe the start, or let's be generous and say start of next year for Ahsoka season 2, just assuming that they're that far along with the process, it could definitely come out summer 2026. I think after the Mando movie.
Or even they might save it for like the holiday, like the Christmas drop, like how we're getting Skeleton Crew this December. Like the next December could be Ahsoka, that Ahsoka season 2, like December 2026.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That could actually work. Yeah, that Christmas holiday drop, which I never understood. I never know, why is that a thing? I don't know why they do that.
You don't
what
like
does that
good
mean?
night? You don't like fun at Christmas? You don't like Star Wars at Christmas time? You Grinch? You guys don't celebrate Christmas in Australia?
I don't know. It's just like I'm at the beach. I don't want to go to the movies right now. I'm at the beach. It's hot.
I'm in Florida. I go to the beach too. You go to the beach and you go to the movie theaters. Merry Christmas. Same thing. Hey, there's no choice. If there's no snow where you live, it's still Christmas. You still get presents in Star Wars.
I guess so. Unreal. I mean, I don't know. I think we should be getting a holiday special. Like, that's what I would prefer. Give us like a Star Wars holiday special every year at Christmas time. That's what I want.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah.
That's really funny. You Grinch. I love it. I'd be so happy if Natasha came. Yeah, Natasha.
Oh, she will.
Mizo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's wonderful. Aussie represent. She's so Australian. She's so funny. I love her. Such a great person. Turning wear helmet when doing Mario Kart in the streets of Tokyo.
Ooh, I won't be wearing a helmet, but I will be doing the Mario Kart in the streets for sure. Have you seen that?
What does that mean? No, what are you talking about?
So there's go-karts that you rent in Tokyo in Japan, and you do like the go-karts through the street. It looks like Mario Kart, and you get to wear a costume. So you could be Mario, you could be Luigi, you could be Yoshi, you could be Donkey Kong, and it's a group of like 6 or 8 of you, and you're following it, but you're driving through the streets of Tokyo like real life Mario Kart.
Unreal. That's wow. Who's your go-to Mario Kart character?
Oh, I haven't played in so long, but I think I was Yoshi a lot because he's very quick and agile.
Yeah, I was a Dry Bones fan. Big Dry Bones fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Dry Bones fan. Yeah. Anyway, it's a whole other show. That's a whole other topic. Other things about announcement and casting. Hopefully casting for the Rey movie and more Dawn of the Jedi news. Basically everything announced last year. I think if we to get any more movement on movie news at Celebration, it'll be the Rey movie and also the Dave movie. I think those are the 2 movies that we'll probably hear, if anything, from those 2. Well, that and the Mando Grogu movie. I think those 3 will be what we hear from. I don't know. I'm a bit cynical of the Dawn of the Jedi movie. I think that has potential to get shelved, to be honest. I'm a bit cynical of that.
I think you're right about that, but I have a bad feeling about the Rey movie in the sense that there's still no script. Like what's going on? Like
yeah.
It seems like that drama's been going for they should have been filming by now or figuring things out. Like what's going on?
That is a good point. I did see the other day, I think, in an interview, like someone asked it about Daisy, and she was saying like, oh, like, she's still ready to go, but they're just waiting for the scripts. They're waiting.
Yeah, it's been a long wait.
Done. You'd think it'd be done by now, but yeah. Well, but yeah, hopefully that does play out. I am one of those people that are very excited for a Rey movie. I think that'll be kind of cool. I think it's been quite a bit of time. I think they can do some interesting things with it. I'm quite keen for it. So
I think it has potential for sure. Because bring back Finn. Bring Kylo back from the dead. I don't care. I love Kylo. They could do cool stuff if done right. I just hope that they do it with love and care.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree. Ben Solo lives.
Yeah.
Get the hashtag going.
Bring him back. Bring him back. It doesn't have to make sense. I don't care. Bring him back.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. In terms of announcements and everything, I see in chat someone brings up D23. If they don't announce this coming weekend, I'm hoping Celebration next year, confirmation, even trailer for a new animated series. I don't care what it is. I don't care when, what timeline it's in. I'm keen for new Star Wars animation.
I bet money that this Friday they're going to announce a trailer. They're going to announce a new animated series because the panel is 7 p.m. West Coast time this Friday to 9, and part of that panel is Lucasfilm animation. Yeah. So what are you going to talk about for 2 hours if part of it is Lucasfilm animation? That kid show that always gets new updates? No, it's either going to be like an Asajj, in Quinlan's show, maybe with Omega doing wild stuff, or like more clone stuff, like what did the 3 that survived in Bad Batch that we see in Rebels, Wolf, Gregor, and Rex, like, are we gonna see them go to where they are in Rebels, which I would love.
Yeah. I know some people are like, oh, you know, we've had a lot of clone stories, but I just think
I love the Clone Wars. Keep it coming.
It's unreal. It's the best. It's the best. And they do the best storytelling with it. I am such a massive simp for Brad Rao and Jennifer Corbett. I am such a simp for both of them. I think they're such amazing storytellers. I think they are just so underrated in the Star Wars creator, you know, family and, you know, creative professional community. Like, I think they're so underrated. So I'm really keen for them to be part of, you know, if they're part of the show, whether it's clones or not, I think it's going to be good. But yeah, another clone show, like, totally fine with me. It's like, yeah, Bad Batch, really enjoyable, fantastic. Clone Wars, peak, amazing, incredible. Like, give me more clones. I don't mind. Like you said before, there's a million of them.
Yeah, I bet they'll also announce maybe what the next Tales will be, because hopefully we get a new Tales, and hopefully they're like, next year, Tales of the Sith dropping on May 4th. That would just be so hype.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think it will be hype. Hey, Sinister Mall in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Amiga is the coolest new character Disney has done so far, in my opinion. Says Phidias? Phidias. Love it. Yeah, I mean, Amiga's, you know, kind of story that we got at the end of Bad Batch there. She grows up. She's a part of the Empire. Well, no, she's not part of the Empire. She's part of the Rebels. In the time of the Empire. Yeah, definitely could do something there. But yeah. I think you could be on the money there with, you know, there might be an announcement this weekend for D23.
Yep.
And then we'll get a trailer maybe April
celebration.
Next year.
100%. Or if it's like animated show that's gonna drop like in May, they might give us like an episode there, because they've done that at past celebrations, like Tales of the Jedi at Anaheim. If you went to that panel, you saw the first episode there early.
Right? Yeah.
One of the celebrations, we saw a Visions episode early before it dropped. So we could be potentially seeing it in Japan, like a full episode.
Yeah, that is so true. I think one of their favorite things is to like be very quiet and secret. Well, they secretive about everything, but very secretive about the animation stuff, and then just like whip it out when it's like, okay, here we go. It's like a full show ready to go. I think they did that with it was Bad Batch season 2 or something, or Tales
of the Empire. Like, that trailer dropped, and everybody was like, "What?" Like, because when the trailer dropped, I remember I was watching it. And I thought it was a Bad Batch trailer for one of the episodes coming out. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's Thrawn. What is this? Like, it caught me off guard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's so random. It's so random. Oh, but I mean, I think that's the fun of it. It's like, there's so much opportunity within Star Wars animation that I think it's going to be really exciting to just, you know, try and stay put with, you know, what's going on for animation. Hey Ben, how you doing? Hope you've all had a great stream. Busy over here, spending time with relatives visiting from Germany. They are big Star Wars fans. Hey,
nice.
Guten Tag, good Star Wars German fans. I love it. So good. Well, tell them hey from us, I guess.
Yes.
I love it. Getting back on track. Celebration. My God. What else have we missed? Anything that could be happening in and around April? I mean, we briefly mentioned it. Revenge of the Sith, 20 years. Hoping for a big panel there. My biggest dream, and I wonder if you have the same one, Tony. That my biggest dream,
Natalie.
Yes, Natalie. I pray to God that she will be there for the Revenge of the Sith panel, and like that's like, you know, was it 2017 or 2019 that like Hayden didn't do a bunch of celebrations for like many years, and then came back for the first time? Do you like was that?
So that was 2022 Anaheim. Like, Hayden popped up and nobody knew he was going to be there, but he just came for the panels. He didn't do photos and autos. Chicago 2019, he was there and he did photos and autos. So he took like a 3-year break, and then he popped up at Anaheim. Because I remember when he came out on stage, I'm like, you're not supposed to be here. Hayden.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, because I'm hoping for a big reveal like that. I think that'll be because they always do have like some sort of surprise thing, people coming in, like Rosario wasn't going to be there, she was there, and things like that. They have that in and around, and I think that would just be so special. Natalie has been, was it on like Jimmy Fallon or something, Jimmy Kimmel? She like talked something about Star Wars a little bit.
2 different talk shows she was on. She said she would come back. She said, because I remember I clipped it twice because I'm like, oh my God, hopefully Dave sees this. But I think there's a very, very likely chance she does come, but I think she'll only come for that panel and that's it. I would love to be wrong and for her to do photos and autos, but that price would be so crazy and I would do it because she doesn't do like conventions in that way. But I could see like Hayden and Ewan talking on stage and all of a sudden, oh, we have a surprise. And then Natalie just walks out.
Yeah.
Even at London, like when Ray walked out, when Daisy really walked out, that was out of nowhere. That was so out of nowhere.
That was unreal. And that reception that she got was unreal. And I think
crazy.
Natalie would be the same, if not bigger. I think.
Oh, it'd be crazy. It'd be through the roof, man. Through the roof.
If we're there, I'm passing out. I'm like, if we're in that panel, I'm on the floor, unconscious for at least 3 minutes. I'm gone.
Yeah.
I will be out cold. It'd be so good. Yeah. When Daisy rocked out, unreal.
It was crazy. Like I was shocked. I was in there when that happened, and I'm like, yo, like that was it was unreal.
I remember I was watching the live stream for when that happened, and I thought it was like a prank. I thought someone had that like hijacked the stream. I thought it was like a mistake, or like someone was like playing like I don't know what it was, but I just was like did not believe it. I was like, no, this is like a joke thing or something, or like that's not Daisy, or I had to do like a triple take, like that's not
it was so sick, so cool.
And that is a part of the joy, right on there, John. The surprise, the unknown, not knowing who's going to be there. It's very exciting. Makes it so exciting. But yes, have we missed anything of what exciting guests, panels, announcements, trailers could be happening at Celebration Japan?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. Like definitely getting that revenge panel, definitely an Ahsoka or Mando and Grogu movie or one panel, and then that first day should be like a Lucasfilm showcase panel where they kind of have a little bit of everything sprinkled in there, and then probably like a Visions panel. That's pretty much it. And then maybe like whatever animated show they announced this Friday, that might get a panel over there and like a sneak peek at it.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, just with that list of things though, like what a lineup! Like that is a lineup of content, announcements, and things happening that I think is going to make this a really special celebration. I think they do very well at it. Even last year, there was such amazing things coming out of that celebration. So there's always so much to look forward to, even when you're at home, just tuning into the live stream every day. There's so much to just get hooked on and listen into. And then, of course, just the wave of social media that happens after someone comes out on stage or someone's announced. Is so insane, and that passion just like spills over into every part of the internet. It's really, really fun and such a special part of the community, especially in this day and age where obviously there's billion different social medias and ways to connect with people now. That wasn't the case for so long. That we get to all connect over like this. It's so cool.
Indie Yoda has a good point there. What about if they do it's 10 years of The Force Awakens? That could be a panel too. Yeah.
Ooh, that is a good point. Thenora also bring that up as well. TFA anniversary panel will be the easiest panel to get into, I reckon. $5 dues, perhaps. But yeah, 10 years. Yeah, that's right. Surely is that going to be a thing? Do you think that'll be
it could be, because it kind of would be like 2 for 1, because if Daisy really is there to promote or talk about that Rey movie, like use her for 2 panels for that movie and then for The Force Awakens, and they just have to get like other people there like John Boyega and like Kylo and stuff. That'd be cool though.
That's a good point. Who else could they get on stage for that? Who else was Imagine if they got Oscar Isaac back for that.
Yes, I love
That'd be
Poe.
fun.
Yeah. That'd be cool, but he hasn't done anything Star Wars convention wise in like forever. He doesn't really do conventions like that.
No, he doesn't really. But like, hopefully they can. He's got that classic line of like, next time he needs a new house, he'll come back to Star Wars. Maybe if they give him a down payment for a new house, he might.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, it's so good. I love him. I love him. But yeah, that is another good one. That 10 years. That went fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
10 years from Force Awakens. Interesting. Well, Tony, do you have any kind of closing thoughts for us of experiencing Celebration? Just share your excitement for it. What are you leading up to Celebration? What are you most excited for? And how you're getting ready for it.
So what I'm most excited for is like days like today where we get announcements like that. And literally I've been doing a live Q&A for Japan Celebration every week. So literally from here till April 18th, we're over there. I'll be live once a week. It varies depending on work and stuff, but I go live once a week, and it's kind of like this, just a live Q&A. We're talking about Celebration. I'm answering questions. It's just so much fun. And it's even more fun when we have like stuff to talk about, like the reveal. So like this Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing the live, and we're going to be talking about these announcements, these reveals. It's going to be fun. So it's just that I just can't wait until I'm getting on that flight to go over there. It's going to be unreal. So much fun to meet up with you out there and everybody else that's going. There's a ton of us going. It's going to be like a family vacation. I cannot wait. I'm counting down.
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be unreal, and the experience of what you just said, like having online people that you've met and then meeting them in person is gonna be so fun. Because we're both gonna be filming so much, we have to do a thing where when we meet each other, we're both like filming it as it happens.
Yes.
We can just edit it to be this like slow-mo hug.
Yes.
So good. Be like,
oh my God. So good. Yes.
I
That'd be awesome.
But, it's gonna be cool. Yeah. Gonna meet you, so many others. It's unreal. I can't believe it's happening. It's gonna be fantastic. But you heard it here, gang. If you're going there, or if you just love being a part of the excitement, hearing about everything that's happening for Celebration in April next year, make sure you are sub to Tony. A lot of you are. If you haven't already, the link is in the description, ready for you to click it away and give him a sub to stay in contact with everything that is going on his channel. As well as all the convention stuff. All the Celebration stuff. You do cover so many conventions that are happening. You do unboxings, you do reviews. Oh, it's just the melting pot of Star Wars deliciousness. The juice. You got the juice, my guy. The Star Wars juice.
The juice. I'm gonna be crying next week in Chicago. So I'm meeting Mark Hamill 3 times in like a 24-hour period. So I might die. I don't know if I could handle meeting Luke Skywalker 3 times, and I'm going to see him a total of 4 times within that 24-hour period, which is insane.
Unreal.
Insane.
You're going to be me if I see Natalie Portman. You're just going to pass out for 3 minutes on the floor. You'll just be on the ground. He's gone. Tony's gone. He's all Luke Skywalker.
Yep. Oh my God. I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be unreal. So make sure you are subbed to Star Wars Sith to stay in tune for all that and watch the live reaction of him fainting to Mark Hamill, setting him up there. So good. But thank you so much, my friend, for coming on and chatting with me. We have great questions here, great discussions. I feel like we covered everything so well.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. I think into next year, just the lead up, that run up to Celebration happening is just going to be unreal. That energy and excitement is going to be palpable. So can't wait. But thank you again for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So good. Well, you know what time it is. We're about to close out the show. But thank you for being here in the live chat today. We've had such a great time. And you've all had some fantastic questions, fantastic points to bring up. It's a good time if you're from Tony's side of the fence. You've come over today. Thank you so much for being here and tuning in and supporting your guy Tony here, chatting with me. I appreciate it, and I hope you can drop a like and a sub on your way in while you're here as well. And to my children that are here, make sure you do share Tony. Share that love with him and go to sub to his stuff. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the soupies today. Much appreciated. Keeps the lights going on because you can see there's a lot of lights here. I've got more coming as well. There's so many lights. It does literally keep the lights on. So thank you so much for being a part of the show today. I'll catch you very soon. We actually have another live show coming out at the end of this week. A few more, actually. So stay tuned. I'll be announcing that real soon. But until then, when you're going out in the world and going on your Star Wars journey, make sure you're always choosing the race side. Were you just singing along?
Of course, that jam. That's that OG song. It's so good.
I'm just glad I didn't mute you.
Oh yeah, we live. Ew, yeah.
Best outro ever, dude.
Let's go.
Ready for the roar? Ready for the roar?